gonna stop. To the top, to the top. Ain't never gonna stop. Never gonna keep me down. Still the one that's standing now. Destiny is calling me. Go down in history. Every day I fight to be legendary.
Sin City, Viva Las Vegas. Anything can happen at Las Vegas, and if you play your cards right, you may earn yourself a jackpot in the winner's circle. And that is the case with round number 3 of the NOFSRL New Era Cup Series, where anything and everything can happen at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It's the MGM Resorts 400, and it should be a good one. Las Vegas, you should expect any type of racing, whether it's pack racing, high speeds, passing, and even big crashes. Hello again, everyone. I am Artie Sakala. Thank you all for tuning in this afternoon. Last week, we saw great racing, similar to the racing you're going to see today, with Justin Knight picking up his first win in the New Era Cup Series, holding off the hard-charging Isaac Nichols. I'm standing here with the man that's raced at Las Vegas 4 times in the New Era Cup Series, but unfortunately could not win it, though. Elijah Gordon. Elijah, what are these drivers expecting as we go into a track like Las Vegas, where it is just high speeds, huge packs, where you just can't make one single mistake?
That's exactly what we're probably going to have to expect here at Las Vegas, Marty, because the thing is about, I mean, even though this racetrack, these packs, these form very big packs, and you know they can be pretty aggressive at that same time. The thing is, this racetrack is enough for double. As long as you're going double file, you're just fine. But when you go 3 wide, especially coming off of turn number 4, your car can get a groove and drift up high, walk up the racetrack, and hit. And if your car is loose, you're pretty much done for. You could pretty much just bounce off the wall and get into another driver, and a lot of other drivers. You just need to be careful on this racetrack. I would definitely have to be very, very concerned with, because sometimes when you're behind another car in the middle of a pack, your water temperature can get really high. So that's one thing you need to watch out for, especially with these high-speed packs.
All right, thanks, Elijah. We look at the top 10 in standings after round number 2 in Atlanta. Justin Knight and Sergio Arvin Alonso are locked themselves into the playoffs after round number 12. After round 2 today, right now Christian Vargas stands in the points lead. He is tied with Julio Caesar for the top spot. Matthew Brown currently 3rd, just a single point back. John Andrews gained 10 spots up to 4th, currently 6 points back, tied with Johnny Garner for that. Christian Russell currently stands 6th. He's 10 points back. Trey Wright 7th, 14 points back. Nathan Stapleton 8th, 15 points back. Tied with Justin Zidell. Those 2 drivers, however, did not have great qualifying runs. They're starting in the back of the pack today. Gatlin Downey rounds out the top 10. Tied with Zidell and Stapleton. Actually, no, excuse me. Downey is just 1 point back on Zidell and Stapleton. Should be a good one today here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. But first, we need the command to start the engines.
Now, for the most famous words in motorsports, race fans, please welcome your grand marshals, NHRA superstars Matt Hagan and Leah Pritchett.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Here's how the starting lineup looks for the top 10. The entire lineup will be on the bottom of your screen. On the front row for the MGM Resorts 400, it's the 37 of Christian Russell winning the Perrier Pole Award. And next to him, it's last week's winner, Justin Knight. Row number 2, Tyler Marco in the 15, who looked like he was going to get the pole until Knight and Russell worked together to get the fastest times. Next to him is Russell's teammate, Carter Friesen, in the 47. Row number 3, the 95, Julio Caesar, standing second in the point standings, and next to him, Cody Smart, who made it into the show in the part-timers race. The fourth row gives us Jesse Turner, would love to rebound after a bad first 2 races to kick off the season. Next to him, Jaden Scott in the 48, and in the 5th row is the 6th of Matthew Brown, and the 24 of John Andrews, who's been showing improvement this year compared to the past 2 seasons. 67 laps around the 1.5 mile trial, 100.5 miles. Stages 1 and 2 will be 20 laps, the final stage 27 laps. Pit road speed 45 miles an hour, expect the pit window between 29 to 31 laps. The grip level is 3 and the adrenaline level is 5. The pace car pulls in for 100.5 miles of racing today at Las Vegas. Christian Russell and Justin Knight will bring the field to green for round number 3 of the new Era Cup Series. The MGM Resorts 400 is underway. Tyler Marco on the 15 looks to the inside on Russell for the race lead. Help from Julio Caesar. Marco will go to the point. Caesar to second. They're working together very well as they come to the line. It will be the 15 of Marco leading lap number 1. Now, this part going into turn 1 is going to be the fastest part all day. The wind is blowing towards the west. Turn 1 is the most westernest part, and I thought someone blew up there for a moment, but I think we actually got some 3 wide racing here. The 97 for a moment got stuck in the middle. He is stuck in the middle. That's Cody Smart and Elijah. 3 wide can sometimes work here in Las Vegas, but if you make one mistake, you are done.
That's all it takes. It's just one little slip up, and then you can be done for. And you saw just coming out of turn 4, they made it through okay, but you know, the sun is out, and this racetrack is going to be pretty slick. So at some point, you might see one driver slip up.
Battle for the lead, 2 Fords here. You've got Matthew Brown and Trey Wright, the 34 to the point, with help from CJ Williams in the 43, who would love to rebound after a tough race at Atlanta last week. Had numerous problems throughout the day, ended his race. Looking at our Ford Performance track facts of the day, Ford has won 2 of the last 3 Las Vegas races, the first Las Vegas race of a season, I should say, and that's all been done by the number 2 car of Johnny Gardner. Keyshawn Richardson goes to the point now at Las Vegas. Colin Denton helping him out as the drivers make their way off of turn 4. So we got a caution on the track. Yes, we do. Jaden Scott with a big rock.
It looks like we had a...
Isaac Nichols.
Yeah,
John Andrews. That is 3 of the 400 cars involved. Eric Monaco, Carter Friesen, Christian Vargas, Edwin Mendez. A lot of drivers destroyed in this one, Elijah.
Yeah, I saw when they went into turn 3. I noticed that there were a lot of cars missing, so it looks like definitely we had a big crash on the back straightaway. So let's see how, and also coming down here to this cool down lap, everybody's trying to get situated. You want to be careful though, because when you come in a big pack like this, as we got some pit stops taking place here, when you come into a big pack like what we just saw, you're at a very high risk of ended up being brake checked by somebody, or somebody ramming into the back of you or them. So you just have to be careful, especially when a big pack like this. Let's see what these drivers are going to do here for these stops.
I should have mentioned as well about the pit frequency. Last week, Atlanta was supposed to be a 2x. It was 1x, so I apologize for that. But hey, at least it's brought us some great racing, though. Good battle for the race off pit road. This is going to go to Colin Denton in the 8. He'll maintain control of the lead, which is very interesting because he was at the line 3rd, but he came down pit road 1st. So I don't know what was going on with that 40 machine of Keyshawn Richardson there. We'll have to see. First caution out in the MGM Resorts 400 at Las Vegas. Let's see the replay and see what happened. This first angle from the Goodyear blimp. So you see 3 wide, Eric Monaco, Isaac Nichols, and Jaden Scott, but it's not over yet. Look at Dylan Young in the 3-4. Oh, no! Monaco gets in the 47, and around they go. Friesen gets on 2 wheels. Let's see, if John Andrews and Edwin Mendez, Nathan Stapleton, and Christian Vargas, the points leaders involved, they all get into a separate wreck. So 2 simultaneous wrecks, but I think Friesen, while he was spinning, may have been the cause of this one with Andrews in the 24.
Yeah, that 4 getting through turn 2, I wasn't really expecting that at all, but I definitely wasn't expecting another wreck happen on the back straightaway. That's a tough break for a lot of these drivers here today at Vegas. Okay, so you're going to see here, there's a little bit of 4 wide that takes place. Look at the ride that Carter Friesen takes all alongside the safer barrier in turn 2. Almost took out that caution light, but then you also saw that second crash involving the 9 and the double, many others. And, you You know, that's just what happens here. You only have a fraction of a second to react here, and especially at any other racetrack. But just in general, you only have some time to react, and unfortunately, these drivers didn't have enough time to react, and it just caused a big crash like this.
Now, if you go back here, John Andrews, you see he misses the wreck. No, he gets involved. He gets caught up on the high side into the wall. He gets into the 4 of Edwin Mendez, turns them around, and look how close that got to being all 400 cars involved. There you see Vargas and Stapleton and Gardner and Mendez involved. What a tough break. That is a lot of drivers that were in the top 10 in points involved. First number, we have John Andrews in the 24.
Almost made it by there.
From the rear bumper of Justin Knight. That was close.
Yeah, that was really close. Didn't think that he would get clipped.
So lights are off the pace car, 1 lap to go. After that one, Carter Friesen, John Andrews, Jaden Scott, Nathan Stapleton done for the day. Edwin Mendez should line up in the inside line, a 1 lap down. He's somewhere here. He should be. There he is. There's Edwin coming up. Let's look real quick before we go to green. Our mellow yellow racing family. At the moment, the highest one is C.J. Williams of the 43, currently second. Luke Rainey is third. Then you have Dylan Young. He's eighth. Joey Hightower ninth. Those are the drivers in the top 10 of the racing family. Colin Denton in the restart is in the lead. Last restart we ever did, he was in the race lead, which was at Atlanta. C.J. Williams runs second. Luke Rainey is third. Keyshawn Richardson fourth. Cody Smart fifth. Justin Knight sixth. Tyler Markle seventh. Dylan Young eighth. Joey Hightower ninth. And Jordan Lopez runs out the top 10. The pace car pulls in as we come into the Geico restart zone, ready to get back going. Good restart by Denton.
Yeah, obviously, as a lot of you have a small amount of, with the amount that the 4 has, he's not going to be up to speed, and he's going to hold everybody up on that bottom line.
Yeah, you can see it cost Luke Rainey big time. Now it cost Keyshawn Richardson. These lap cars, once they get in a wreck, they usually become the catalyst of numerous cautions throughout the day when they go that fast. And as you can see, we got a good battle for the lead. Colin Denton and C.J. Williams have broken away. Denton last year was a contender to win it. Then he got caught up from lap traffic, got into the grass, had a big slide, and then got caught up in a wreck. There goes the 43 to the point.
Yeah, that was an easy, nice and clean pass on the 43 right there. And you see right there, I think Colin's going to try again here. Going to try to pull the crossover coming out of 4. And see what he does.
Look at the
here.
run Luke Rainey got in the 22. That brought him up to speed. Got a big toe off of Denton, and there goes the 8 to the inside to try and take the lead away.
There it is.
Denton goes. Here comes Rainey in the 22. The first time he's starting at Las Vegas in the New Era Cup Series. Same with Williams. You look at Colin Denton. Here's a guy that is tied with Johnny Gardner for the most wins on 1.5 mile tracks among active New Era Cup Series drivers. But Rainey leads the lap of the line. Here comes Smart in the 97, who runs in 4th position, along with the entire train of drivers. And look at the 8 car of Denton fall back. That's what happens when you run the middle line. And here goes Williams down low.
Yeah, that's just what happens when you run that middle line there. When you run that middle line, you're not really going to have the best of runs here. And you kind of saw what happened with the rest of the cars pulling up to the top drivers that just were way ahead of everybody
that got
else.
close for a moment. Marty Johnson, Cody Smart getting on the apron. Smart tried to put the chrome horn on one of his good friends. But luckily they saved it, they kept it going, and the 12 car goes to the point. Julio Caesar up to second. Caesar down low, and he's got another orange car behind him. Jesse Turner in the 17. Johnson takes the lead. They're all 2 by 2. Doing pace laps that speeds up 200 miles an hour into turn 1. Here comes Turner, and they get into the apron. Turner and Caesar, they'll keep it going.
Oh boy. Oh my gosh, that was actually pretty close right there, but great job by those drivers to keep it together.
They save it. Jesse Turner, I would consider that a rookie mistake. Here comes Alex Lander in the 66. Casey Nanico in the 18, Ethan Hoffman in the number 81. Hoffman to the inside on Nanico for third, and Casey Nanico is gone from the inside. He is falling back big time. But here comes the 17 of Turner down low, trying to take the lead away. Lander makes a good transition from high to low. He was about to get passed there by Matthew Brown on the 6th.
Yeah, that was we still got some pretty good action going on here, but you can definitely see right here high speeds, tight packs. We got some 3Y right here.
This
with
is
the
not going to
and the 96.
Close call there for a moment. Garcia got stuck on the middle line, and we know how happens when 3Y takes place at Las Vegas. It could cause an accident here. This is not where Adam Garcia wants to be, but right now he's keeping it going for right now. Matthew Brown taking the lead. Diego Yepez goes to second. Let's watch from the aerial view here as Yepez looks to the inside to try and take the lead with help from Justin Zidell in the 1 car. Off of turn 2 they go. Now Jesse Turner stuck in the middle. Not where he wants to be either. As Zidell looks down low for the lead. This was the track where Justin Zidell got his first ever NOFSRL win when he drove in a truck in season number 3. The 1 in the lead. We got 3 laps to go in stage number 1 for the playoff point, but Turner still stuck in the middle here with Lopez inside, Garcia up high. Now Steve Morgan to the inside, and I believe that's Gatlin Downing the 27 for the lead.
Yeah, that Jesse Turner is in. That's still that. We all know that's no man's land. So Jesse Turner's gonna have to wait for a hole to get open. But up at the front of the field, we got the 13 and the 88 going at
Ferris
it.
on the inside, Morgan on the outside. Here's Jason Holman in the 62 up to second. Holman may have put the bumper to Ferris, but didn't put him on the apron though. As Brian Ferris now stuck on the high side. Jason Holman inside, and here comes Benny Watson. Look at that. That's all 3 front row guys on the inside line. Whoa! I think they just wrecked. Yes, they did. Matthew Logan around in the 31. Gonna cause a big wash up. Fitzy involved.
There it
There's
is.
Denton and Williams and Caesar. Second caution's out. Garcia, Turner, Hoffman. Looks like that's everyone involved. And this may have been from the 3-wide situation here, but that's going to conclude stage number 1 here. And it's going to have Jason Holman winning the playoff point. Now, if these guys do come in for pit stops, which I believe they do, we'll still give the playoff point to Jason Holman anyway. Who cares?
Yeah, when you come down in that formation, you gotta give the playoff beats them in the pits.
Holman and Watson, they actually have their pit stalls right next to each other. Looks like this is going to be a 4-tire stop for them. This is they're doing really good, keeping an eye on each other. Whoever comes off pit road off their stall first, it's going to be Watson with a beautiful exit. Holman is having issues.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of traffic that's coming in the pits, and he's a little worried that if he pulls out, he might get hit by somebody.
Either they're having lug nut.
I blame him for doing that, but that's gonna.
Either they're having lug nut issues, or they're trying to just get to full tank here. But I'm not too sure. But the race off pit road was won by Benny Watson. His teammate Lopez second, Ferris third, Morgan fourth, and Downey fifth. But let's watch the replay and see what brought out the second caution in the MGM Resorts 400. So yes, the 3-wide doesn't work. Logan drifts up into Turner, Yepez, and Brown. There goes Logan around. There goes Turner around. Garcia and Fitzwater get stacked up from it. Justin Knight does a good job to miss it. There is Caesar involved. And then waiting, there's Ethan Hoffman. And watch Denton and Williams. These guys, I think Richardson was just trying to get to the line and missed the wreck. Got into the back of Caesar, and then Denton and Williams just got caught up in the stack up.
Yeah, they had no. Yeah, I think the 15 and the 40 had basically minimum clue that there were some cars that were going pretty slow on the apron. They're just trying to get back up to speed, and looks like they were trying to slow down, and they. All right, so Jesse Turner was still stuck in no man's land right here, but you're going to see the 17 and the 31. They kind of rub up on each other, and you see the 31 drifts up into the 17, and it just causes a huge wreck from here, sort of. But everybody is trying to get back up to speed, and then 40 did come by here just earlier than what I That's the wreck right there. He just didn't have anywhere to go.
I'm going back to the first frame we have here of Caesar's onboard, because if you look closely here, we'll zoom it in for you on the edited version. But look at that. That's Isaac Nichols in the 9. So that wreck kind of helped out the front runners because they were catching up to lap traffic.
But yeah, the lap traffic, you know, it was going to eventually close. They were going to close it in sooner or later. But this wreck right here, I mean, even though it saved a few drivers from approaching that lap traffic, it still took out some other drivers.
Matthew Brown. Definitely has some damage to the right side of the car. I don't know how much that will affect the aerodynamics and handling of that Ford Mustang. But second caution's out. Let's get back to the restart here at Las Vegas. Isaac Nichols was supposed to line up the last car on the lead lap, but he's going to come down pit road, let these leaders race it out here. Mendez stuck on the inside line here. Watson in the lead, Lopez second, Ferris third, Morgan fourth, and Downey. That's your top 5. Jason Holman was the winner of stage number 1. We get into the Geico restart zone. Back up through the gears they go. We're back underway at Las Vegas.
It's a good restart by the Front Row Motorsports guys.
I don't know what Ferris
but
is trying to do here in the 88. Was trying to maybe make a 3 wide underneath the white line. But that's not going to help him out at all as front row teammates go away. After the wreck, Keyshawn Richardson, Tyler Marco, Julio Caesar, Carter Friesen. They joined Carter Friesen in the garage and are done for the day. As they're all trying to get by Edward Mendez. Go ahead.
I was about to bring up the 88. I was questioning the move that Brian Ferris was putting down right there, but it did not work at all. But you're going to see, just as I was about to say, these drivers are now starting to reel in the front too, because once those two drivers are way out there, the 38 and the 30.
Whoa. I think we may have maybe an accident. I don't know. We didn't, but a very close call with Isaac Nichols in the 9, and he was exiting pit road. But yes, the yellow is out. We'll have to see what it's for here. Not what the front 2 wanted. And involved Ethan Hoffman, Matthew Logan, Dylan Young. I think that's Luke Rainey with damage and Dio Yepez. Whoa, Casey Nanico, Eric Monaco. I think this may have had to do with Isaac Nichols exiting pit road.
Yeah, that's what happens when traffic, especially coming out of the pits, the other drivers that are on the back straightaway, I bet they probably didn't have any time to react to that. They reacted and probably reacted in the wrong way.
They're coming down pit road once again. Looks like gas and goes here. We'll watch the 38. See what he does, and we'll give you the replay and see what happened. Yep, a top off there for Benny Watson. Oh! Get spun out from Adam Garcia.
Oh,
that is most likely going to end this race.
Oh, almost a double whammy there with the 66.
Oh, you got to feel bad for Benny Watson, and that's going to cost him the lead. Brian Ferris will win the race off pit road.
Oh my goodness gracious. That's why pit places on any racetrack at all, because one person could be going in at the same time another person could be going out, and it just can cause
surprisingly
problems, just
that this happens at Las Vegas because it's such a wide pit road, wider than Atlanta and Daytona.
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, that beats me though.
So as you look from our aerial coverage here, you see Casey Nanico, Jason Holman, they get into each other. And we'll play it for you here. They get down the apron, that faster speed, but Rainey and Russell do the similar thing. There goes Young. Rainey and Nanico take hard shots into the wall. There goes Nanico. Yepez gets involved. Same with Logan and same with Ethan Hoffman. About 7 cars involved, maybe more. Look at Denton. Yep. Him and Williams get involved as well.
Yeah, the two drivers that were up at the front earlier in the race, they get caught up in this wreck.
Fourth caution out. We'll show you in real time.
All right, this is almost like two wrecks that happened at the same time. The 18 gets into the 62, and then
Ooh,
looks like
that's a-
the 37 got
That's a big
blindsided.
shot.
Gosh
What a big
almighty.
shot from Logan De Young. All three Richard Childress cars involved in this wreck. Only number we have from this wreck will go Christian Russell. Just some right side damage maybe on the 37. I don't know about rear end damage either. But anyway, one to go before we get the restart once again here at Las Vegas. 28 laps are complete after just only 3 cautions. Cody Smart right now is in command. Brian Ferris stands second. Derek Hamill third. Jordan Lopez fourth. Trey Wright fifth. Benny Watson is sixth. So I'm guessing, you know, the pit road accident, I don't think that's going to affect him though. But let's see if those front row teammates can work together. Justin Knight 7th. Joey Hightower is 8th. Mitchell Collins 9th. Steve Morgan's 10th. And a problem with Johnny Garner in the 2 car, who was supposed to restart in the 11th position. Tough break for Johnny Garner, who is one of the drivers that has won the most, tied with Colin Dent, the most among the active drivers. Came into the standings only 5th in the points, so this coming down pit road and this unscheduled stop is going to affect it big time. We'll have 3 drivers left on the inside line for the restart. It'll be Ethan Hoffman, Isaac Nichols, and Edwin Mendez. We'll have 11 to go when we come to green for the second playoff point in the race, but Cody Smart will bring them into the zone for the green flag. I believe he was the only one that did not pit as we get back to green.
3 lap cars be a factor here later on in this race. They're going to have something to say about who gets not only who gets the stage point possibly, but also who could take the lead and who could possibly win the race. So keep your eyes peeled for that.
Not a good restart there for Brian Ferris, but it looks like the lead traffic did a good job getting by the lap cars. However, though, there's an issue with Steve Morgan. He's stuck in the middle of a 3-wide situation. Watch that closely. It could bring a yellow flag out here. But a battle for the lead here. Derek Hamill challenging Cody Smart. He's got the inside into turn 1, and he gets it to stick. Lopez goes to second.
Made it work.
2 Fords leading the field. It could be 3 Fords into turn 3. No, Trey Wright just got blocked out by Cody Smart in the 97.
Yeah, you see the single file train here being formed. It was formed there for a second, but
For the lead here,
I mean, it could have helped.
Jordan Lopez down low on Derek Hamill trying to take it back, and he's got it.
Yeah, he got some help there on that bottom line, and look at how many positions Derek Hamill's going to lose.
The middle line and high side. Oh, caution's out. Caution's out. Edwin Mendez around the 4 with Christian Russell in the 37.
Yeah, those lap cars are pretty much contributing to some of these cautions, and this one being one of them.
4th caution of the day out in Vegas. Vegas breeds cautions, I'll tell you that. But looks like just Mendez and Russell, the only 2 involved. Luckily, no one else getting taken out. Let's see if these guys come in and top off, and they will. Oh, some will decide to stay out here.
Ooh, strategy
Ryan
call.
Ferris, Mitchell Collins, Derek Hamill, and Trey Wright think, hey, you know what? We don't need it.
Yeah, that's a pretty interesting strategy that some of these drivers are playing here at this point of the race. I mean, we're closing in on halfway, I do believe. So, do you expect to see some drivers play a little bit of strategy?
So these drivers are all going to go with 2 tires here. Watch closely with Lopez in the 36. He's going to come out, but didn't have as much as a good exit as that 11 car of Joey Hightower. Looks like Hightower will come out ahead. No, actually. It's going to be Steve Morgan, the 13, that's going to be coming out ahead. But let's watch the replay and see what Brown caution in the MGM Resorts 400. All right. So off of turn 2 here, you can see C.J. Williams second to the back of Edwin Mendez, and Christian Russell, once that happens, he's going to have nowhere to go. He goes around along with Mendez. They spin on the apron, which triggers the caution now. Mendez is going to rear end the safer barrier on the inside retaining wall. Russell, though, on the other hand, is going to keep it going. So, tough break, especially for Christian Russell in the 37. Let's watch his onboard.
Man, yeah, he got blindsided right there. I mean, there really wasn't much that the 37 could do.
Fourth caution out of Las Vegas. Back to the restart in a moment. Lights are off the pace cars. We get ready to go back to green. Now the top, trying to see who stayed out here as we'll get a better angle right here. Looks like the top 6 stayed out. Decided not to come in. Said they were all good. Did not want to top off and change tires. Brian Ferris, Mitchell Collins, Derek Hamill, Trey Wright, Alex Lander, Gatlin Downey. They will be in command. 4 drivers on the inside line. Ethan Hoffman, Johnny Gardner, Isaac Nichols, and Edwin Mendez. Right now behind them is Steve Morgan and Marty Johnson, Joey Hightower, and Cody Smart. Let's see if the 37 is stepped out of the race. I don't think he would with a spin like that. He's still on the track. Last car on the lead lap. Before you get back to the green flag, let's have a quick word from Duracell. Five to go right now in stage 2. There'll be 4 to go when we come back to the green flag, with Brian Ferris bringing them to the restart zone. Fastest lap right now in the race is Benny Watson with that 25.871. Watson, though, currently restarts in the 21st spot, so it looks like that accident on pit road did affect him big time in the fender bender. Ferris leads him back to green.
Yeah, keep your eyes on who are the drivers that
Look at the run.
might slip up here. Strategy call.
Collins
Look at this.
inside for the lead on Ferris. He's got it. Here comes Hamill looking for second position. Taking it away. Trey Wright is going to go for third here, but Hamill inside, side by side for the lead into turn 3. 32's got it. Collins stuck on the high side. May cost him second as well to Trey Wright. Alex Lander, Gatlin Downey, and Steve Morgan leading this train to the inside. Lander breaks off the train as Wright goes for second.
Yeah, I was about to say that the top 6 kind of pulled away there, but now you see some of the drivers that did take 4 tires and a little bit of fuel coming up there. The 13 and the 12.
Steve Morgan, Marty
They're
Johnson.
mixing things up.
Coming to 2 to go for the playoff point. Stage 2. Hamill still leading. Downey second, Morgan third. Johnson challenging right for fourth, and he's got that position locked up. And Downey up to the back bumper. There goes Johnson. Yep, he's going for third on Morgan, and Morgan is going back. And now Johnson wants second. What a fast car Marty Johnson has. He could be challenging his good friend Hamill for this playoff point. Out of turn 4, but he can't have Ferris on his inside. And he's got to run to the inside here for second spot. That's what Hamill wants to see.
Yeah, that's the best thing that Hamill could
he tried to block,
right
but
now,
Ferris was on the quarter panel.
I was about to say, he had that thing going on for him, Derek Hamill did, but he paid the price since the 88 got to his inside.
Ferris, is he going to get the playoff point, or is it going to be Joey Hightower off of turn 4? It will be Brian Ferris. That's Cody Smart goes for second. Man.
Yeah, Smart's going to go for second here, but that double file, I mean, it's really nice to see, but when you get now single file, I mean, they're going to eventually get double file here eventually.
Morgan's going to go for second here on Smart. It's the battle of the insurance agencies, Nationwide versus Geico off of turn 4. As Morgan's going to look to the inside, but Ferris puts the block.
Yeah, this
Lander going to go 3 wide to the inside.
Nationwide. Look at
Alex
this.
Lander forcing the issue. Morgan going to get caught up in the middle.
Now that's a pretty bold
contact
move
down the
right there.
backstretch. Morgan and Ferris beating and banging into turn 3. And it looks like Morgan's going to get out of the 3-wide scenario, but I think Smart and Ferris may have locked bumpers now. This is getting exciting in Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen. These drivers are going all in, but not now is the time to go all in. because we got more than 20 laps left.
And Cody Smart now finds himself in no man's land. One hope and pray that the bottom line opens up and hope that the top line maybe can get around him.
That's tight, man. The Daytona 500 winner, Air Joe Arvin Alonso, takes the lead away, but Mitchell Collins is going to get to the inside and take that lead back. How many drivers do we have in this pack? It looks like about 12 drivers under one blanket right now as we work lap 44. Into 3, Johnson looks for second.
We may have
Sorry,
more
go ahead.
I was about to say, we may have more here pretty soon because I see some other drivers at the tail end of this pack starting to creep up on this lead
I
pack.
saw Justin Knight up there as well in that 21 machine. Here comes Hamill to the inside on right for third position as the top 2 have pulled away. Now the question's
20 and 12.
Now the question's going to be, when will they catch up to lap traffic? Shortly. That's Diego Pez in the 41, just exiting turn 4. Next lap, they're going to catch up to him. Now, where do you want to be, Elijah?
Well, if the lap traffic is going to be on the bottom, go to the top, but let's see what happens here.
They're stuck on the bottom. Collins tries to look outside, decides not to do. He's going to wait to make his move off of turn 2.
no.
And Collins is going to get the lead away.
Not smart.
Here comes Hightower. That's Collins' teammate. That may have been some good strategy by Collins. But more lap traffic. That's Ethan Hoffman in the 81.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't smart on the 20s part to stay down to the bottom, and look what happened
And down
here.
he's stuck in the middle.
I mean, I know he.
Collins is going to get away.
I know. Wow, how about that? But I mean, on that last lap, I know that he didn't have enough time to react to the 81, but still, that was somewhat of a good move.
And look at this. Steve Morgan going to get second place. Alex Lander's going to go to third. But look at the lead Collins has put up. Now, here's the question. Could Collins be too far ahead because of this draft right now?
Yes, that is a hands down yes, because we saw what happened to if 2 cars got away, the whole pack started catching up to him. I would not be surprised if they all caught
Hightower's going to double. Oh, there they go. Hightower around on the high side with Diego
there they
Yepez and
go.
Marty Johnson and CJ Williams. 5th caution is out.
Oh my.
Hightower tried to dump Ethan Hoffman. Hightower just dumped himself.
Wow. Oh my goodness gracious.
Caution is out. Not with a 21. And Justin Knight, by the way, was down, came into pit row. Don't know what that's about. But that just changed the game big time.
Oh boy. This is gonna be one interesting restart coming up here.
With about 19 to go, these drivers, no surprise, are going to come down pit road this time.
Should this be the last caution, this might be the money stop.
Yeah, definitely here. We'll watch Collins and Morgan as they're next to each other. Once again, it's going to come down to who gets out of this stall first for the sport tire change.
And who can do it. Traffic coming at him.
Collins gets on the left sides first. Who gets off the jack? Collins does. He's out. Same with Morgan. Looks like these are the 2 drivers that will be top 2 when we come back to green, unless anyone stayed out. Yep, that is how it's going to be. Let's watch the replay and see what brought the caution. So you can see here, Hightower tried to dump Hoffman. He had enough of him slowing down, but as he got to the inside, there was Adam Garcia, and up into Diego Yepez and Marty Johnson. Johnny Garner gets a piece of it. CJ Williams is involved. Believe that was everyone that got involved in the crash. A tough break for a lot of drivers, especially Marty Johnson. The losing streak will most likely continue today.
So you see the 11 try to turn the 81, try to dump him, but ended up came down and caused this, and it just caused this big mess here. Marty Johnson, unfortunately for him, the streak will continue for him. CJ Williams was involved in that one, but it just took out some pretty big key contender drivers for this race.
Back to the restart in a moment. We get ready to go back to the green flag. But first, let's look at our key drivers. Elijah, sorry, force of habit, my man. Who's your key driver to watch out for?
Definitely, most certainly have to say, keep your eye on. I'm probably gonna say keep your eye on Jordan Lopez because, I mean, earlier in the race, when he was working with Benny Watson, he did a heck of a job. I mean, staying with them. I mean, he has been hanging around up at the front of the field all day long. So that's my one to watch.
My one to watch is definitely watch out for Mitchell Collins. However, though, if I could pick a second one to watch, I haven't talked about this guy much yet today. Justin Zidell in the 1. He has made his way up to the front. He will be restarting in 6. A quick look at your Toyota top performers. Mitchell Collins is in the lead at the moment. Alex Lander stands 5th. Cody Smart 7th. Adam Garcia is 10. Now look at this restart. This is going to be interesting. Zachary Fitzwater stayed out. He's the last car on the lead lap. Was supposed to be a lap down. He took away around. Now because of it, he's going to start in front of the leaders. Mitchell Collins is in the lead. Steve Morgan 2nd. Alonso 3rd. Lopez 4th. Lander 5th. This is going to be an intense restart with slow traffic.
Yeah, slow traffic on both ends. Let's see what Collins does here on the restart.
Looking closely here, Justin Knight's going to get a run to the inside. Well, actually, not going to be Knight. It's going to be Alonso to the inside. Trying to take the lead away, and he's got it. He can thank Fitzy for that a lot. And same with Knight and Nichols. Lopez trying to go for 2nd spot here. Doesn't have it just yet. Alonso's got it right now. Now what Justin Knight would love to see is a yellow flag because he is a lap down, I believe, at the moment. But Alonso's stuck in the middle.
Oh.
Here comes Lopez down to the inside. Yeah. Jordan Lopez takes the lead away.
Oh my goodness, that could have been really nasty there getting into turn 1, but great job by these drivers once again for keeping it together. But Herjol Arvin Alonso paid a big price for that.
Alex Lander to the 2nd position. Trey Wright is 3rd. Here comes Jason Holman in the 62. And look at Benny Watson is up to 5th. We thought he was done after his pit road accident. But he's battling for the win. And Trey Wright goes for 2nd spot. That's all 3 front row motorsports drivers working together to try and get a W here.
How about that for Front Row Motorsports? This is definitely their day to shine here. Never say die for Front Row Motorsports. 1, 2, 3 right now.
Definitely a great payday for these drivers. It's right to the inside for the lead. Now, Justin Knight is currently 3 laps down in 30th, but he has no damage, so he's free to roam the country whatsoever. And by country, I mean the racetrack. Trey Wright to the lead, but here comes Brian Ferris in the 88, trying to spoil the front row party along with Alex Lander and Jason Holman.
Yeah, you definitely have to keep in mind here as we get later into the race, the intensity level, as everyone knows, is going to start going up, and these drivers are going to kick the aggression level up a notch, and something might happen here. We may not be done with these yellows here, but you see Brian Ferris go to the
In fact, speaking of yellows, I should point this out here. The average of the last caution in all the 4 Vegas races we've had that have kicked off the season have been around 6 laps to go. We got 10 laps to go, so I don't think we're done just yet, Elijah, but we'll have to see what happens. Last season, though, we were in the double digits. I believe it was like 11 or 12 laps to go when the last caution came out. And there you see a run for the lead here, Alex Lander. But Ferris, I think what he did was he got the toe off of Justin Knight to keep the lead.
That's a pretty interesting move right there. Look at
Right,
this.
right inside for 2nd spot on Alex Lander. He's got no help, though. Here comes the 13 of Steve Morgan inside, and he's got Benny Watson and Mitchell Collins working with him. Out of 2 now,
Yeah,
Morgan
Alex
goes for
Lander
2nd.
now.
Now, this is what Brian Ferris wants to see at the moment. Watch these guys battle for 2nd. He can stay behind Justin Knight. Ferris and Knight are working together. That looks like the game plan right now. Ferris, though, does not want to see a yellow come out. Here comes Watson inside on Morgan for 2nd spot with 8 laps to go.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting final 8 laps if nothing else happens here. But if nobody can catch the back end of Brian Ferris and make a pass, he might be the winner. But we'll see what happens
Mitchell Collins goes to 2nd position with Justin Zidell behind him. And remember Zidell, he won the truck race at Las Vegas. That was his first 1 lap traffic ahead. This is gonna be good. Collins inside. He's onto the quarter panel.
My.
3 wide for the race lead. Mitchell Collins to the point. Justin Knight gets by cleanly.
Oh my. Yeah, Brian Ferris definitely could not
But
see through the
Ferris!
windshield of the 21. He did not see it coming
Ferris,
at all.
though, still keeps it going. Justin Seidel is up to
How
second.
about that?
6 laps to go in Vegas.
Some good action here.
Watson makes his way to
Here in
third.
Vegas.
Here's the run to the one for the inside for the lead. Justin Seidel goes to the point. Hoffman. Oh, Ferris gets by Hoffman.
Wow. I'm telling you, this lap traffic is playing
Whoa,
such
there
a
they
key
go.
factor.
Hoffman to
in
the
who
wall
wins this race.
with Hoffman. We stay. No, caution's out. The yellow came out.
Oh my goodness
And that's going to give us a
gracious.
1-lap shootout.
Wow.
And it was for, looks like Cody Smart and Jesse Turner.
Wow.
That just changed everything. 1 lap is going to determine who wins it. I don't know. There's Adam Garcia destroyed. I don't know. Do you want that if you're Justin Seidel or not?
Oh my goodness. I don't even know at this point.
You're going to come in. This is the money stop right here now. This could determine who wins the race. You have to be
Alright.
flawless here in the pits. We'll watch Ferris and Seidel. Ooh, I think Watson may have made
let's
some
see
contact
here.
with Ferris here as he was trying to come in.
But I don't think it should hurt him. I don't think it should hurt him. though.
Ferris
He should be
exits. He goes
fine.
gas and goes.
Right?
Watson goes tires. Seidel is gone.
Oh my goodness.
In the race off pit road, it's going to be Brian Ferris winning, Justin Seidel second, Benny Watson third. I believe those are the 3 drivers that will contend for the win. But some drivers, though, stayed out. Some drivers stayed out. Mitchell Collins is going to be in the lead.
Wow.
That changes everything.
In a big way.
Watch the replay. Now, lap traffic. Lander just gets into Smart, turns him around. Lopez does a good job to miss it now. I believe we see Jesse Turner enter the picture as he hits Cody Smart in the 97. And
Yeah, watch this hit coming up here.
Ooh, that's a huge hit. Vargas, I think, goes underneath Turner
My
and misses
gosh.
it.
I think this, yeah, Jesse Turner, I think, also went up into the air at the same time.
We have an onboard camera on Christian Vargas, so let's just go straight. Oh, nope. That's Garcia on the 96, I believe. Not Vargas. How did Garcia get in this? Now, Christian Vargas had some damage going into this accident, but we're going to put this in slow motion. I want to see Christian Vargas miss this if he does. Oh,
Whoa.
man.
The tire just hit the windshield.
Visor cam. It's this. Oh my goodness. That's gotta be the
Wow.
scariest thing to ever see through that windshield.
Man,
How does Vargas not get more
man.
damage from that? It's my question.
And how is he still driving
Yeah.
away?
So as we get ready for the final restart of the day, everything has changed. When trying to find out when these drivers came in. Trying to see where they are positioned at the moment. The guys from 11 on back came in. They pretty much gave their race up. They should have stayed out. Because the top 10 stayed out and they have a chance to win it. No more cautions whatsoever. It's going to come down to Mitchell Collins and Steve Morgan, and most likely for the win. Because remember, Jason Holman has some damage. Because remember, he hit the wall in turns 3 and 4. I don't know how he saved it, but somehow he did. Collins and Morgan are going to battle for the win. Will Mitchell Collins get his first win in the new... Sorry. Will Mitchell Collins get the win? Or will Steve Morgan get back into the playoffs for the first time since Season 3 and end his winless streak? Morgan has not won since Auto Club Speedway. That's how long it's been.
Wow.
I think it's going to come down to to C.J. Williams. You got to get by him first if you want to get this win. Morgan, though, has to get by Williams and Ethan Hoffman. Collins leads him. Morgan second. Holman third. Wright fourth. Lander fifth. Lopez sixth. Brown seventh. Russell eighth. Orman ninth. And Hamill is 10th. Ferris 11th. Zidell 12th. Watson 13th. Downey 14th. Johnson is 15th. So the average of the last caution came out with 6 to go. The last caution in this race came out with 6 to go. 1 lap to settle it at Las Vegas. Who's going to get the jackpot? We're about to find out.
Oh, here
Collins
we
a
go.
good restart. Morgan gets away as well. Will Morgan look to the inside for the lead and the win?
Oh, he's trying. He almost did, but couldn't do it.
Out of turn 2. Will Morgan try this time? He's going to wait till... No, he's going to go now. Morgan on the inside.
here-
Collins on the outside. Make your bets off turn 4. Who's going to win it? Steve Morgan, the last lap pass.
Yeah.
And the victory in Las Vegas in the MGM Resorts 400.
It was perfectly timed on Steve Morgan's part. That was perfectly timed.
Morgan, I believe, does it again with the last lap pass. His second win in the New Era Cup Series. How about that for Steve Morgan? So Steve Morgan only leads 1 lap in the race, and he is in the playoffs. Wow. Matthew Brown now takes the points lead. He's got a 10-point lead over Trey Wright. Christian Vargas drops down to 3rd. Christian Russell gains 2 up to 4th. Jordan Lopez gains 7 to 5th. Johnny Garner drops 1 to 7th. Nathan Orman up 9 to 7th. Justin Zidell stays in 8th. Gatlin Downey up 1 to 9th. Marty Johnson gains 3 to 10th. Man. Exciting day today. Alright, so anyway, Elijah, final thoughts on just a great race at Vegas?
It was everything that you could possibly ask for in a race. I mean, you know, we had some really good racing. I mean, impressed with how this race kind of turned out, despite the fact that we had some very violent crashes here. But other than that, I mean, racing, congrats Morgan on winning this race, and man, those are all my thoughts right there. I'm just still, you know, at awe of like what I just saw.
Yeah, and you gotta feel bad as well for the drivers that were leading with 6 laps to go, because if they did stay out, that was their race right there. So congratulations to Steve Morgan on winning today's race. Our next race will be at the ISM Raceway, and right now, I'm going to do some testing on it, and if it's good, we will be using the newly 2019 configured version of ISM Raceway. If not, back to good old 2011 games. For Elijah Gordon, I am Martin Kell. You've been watching the NOFSRL New Era Cup Series. See you guys next week, and until then, peace out.